Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk to you about your real estate career. This is important. Real estate is not a real job. Maybe you've had a real job, maybe you have not had a real job. When you have a real job, you have a boss. That boss tells you what to do. They tell you what results are expected. Every single day you show up to work, you know exactly what you're supposed to do, what the expectations are. You know what time you're supposed to show up and until what time you're working. And you do your job, you get paid. You show up every day and you do your job, you get paid. You don't show up for 2-3 days in a row, you get fired. You show up every day, but you don't get the results that your boss expects you to get, you get fired. That's how a real job works. Real estate is not a real job. You are a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You own your business. That's it. Nobody's gonna fire you or take your real estate license away. And what's fascinating about it is you're a business owner and have the opportunity to have an incredibly successful, profitable real estate business. And yet, the majority of real estate agents are not what I just said. They're barely making a living and paying their bills. And real estate agents, this industry is very transient. People get a real estate license a few months later or 18 months later, whatever. They're out of business, transient, in and out, in and out, in and out. What's going on? What is the problem with this picture? Maybe you're watching this and you just got a real estate license and you're wondering, okay, what now? Or maybe you've been in real estate for a couple of years with no direction or being led in the wrong direction, because there are plenty of people all over the internet, including YouTube where you are, giving you advice that's not gonna make you profitable, number one, and efficient. Because I assume you got a real estate license because you want to make a lot of money and you don't want to work 60 hours a week. You want to have a life. You want to be able to make a lot of money net, not gross, because it doesn't impress me, all these gross, huge numbers. And then when you go look at the bottom line, it's like they keep 5% of it. That's not efficient. So what is it that you need to be efficient and profitable and highly successful in your real estate career? You need something called standards. When you have a job, you have standards. I don't care what your job is, they're going to tell you what to do. And if you don't produce, you're done. How about if you take responsibility for your real estate career? Yeah, don't be a baby. Don't expect somebody to like take your hand. No. If you're watching this and you have a real estate license, you're an adult. Because if you're 5 years old, you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have a real estate license. As an adult, take full responsibility and say, if this is gonna happen, I'm the one that has to make it happen. Standards. Be careful. Number one, who you're taking advice from, okay? Because there's plenty of people, I was mentioning this earlier, but I'm gonna say something different. They want to make things seem easy, like, oh, this is easy, you can do that. Listen, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. If you want to be successful, highly successful, productive, profitable, efficient, and I'm talking about selling 100, 200, 500 homes a year, making a fortune and keeping a fortune, okay? There are no shortcuts. You're going to have to do the work. I love a quote by Napoleon Hill, and he says, everything you want, including your success, there is a price to be paid. If you have the desire to succeed and you're willing to pay the price, guess what? You're going to get the rewards. But the promises of, oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. Sure, give me thousands of dollars and I'll make it easy. And then after you waste time and a ton of money, you realize, oh, well, let me go figure out how to actually improve myself and become better at this career that I have, which is a sales career, regardless of what anybody wants to call it, because real estate agents don't like to think that they're salespeople. So let me call it something else. Let me call it, this here. So you don't get scared by the word sales. Well, you have a sales job. Standards. To keep it simple, because I like simple, you start getting complicated, my brain doesn't process, okay? So I'm going to keep this very simple for you. You have a standard. You have a job, even though you're not going to get fired from this job. And that standard is that every day you set a listing appointment. Hey, every day you work. And you can just work Monday through Friday. Can you imagine selling 20, if you're brand new, you start 20, 50, 100, 200 homes a year, working Monday through Friday, 8, 9, 10 hours, maybe not even. And I'll tell you this, in the beginning, as you start learning what to do and how to do it, it's a process. Everything is hard before it's easy. It will eventually get easy. But in the beginning, it's not. Everything you do that's worthwhile is like that. In the beginning of my real estate career, like my first year, I used to talk like 400 people a week. A week! And I worked the entire year and I sold 25 homes. 25 homes is, I have met some incredible real estate agents in my career. I've met agents that have sold 100 homes their first year. I didn't. I sold 25. Not that impressive, especially considering I worked all year long, took very few weeks off, if any, I don't remember. Seemed like I work all year. And I was talking to 400 people a week. That's a lot of people for the amount of homes I sold. Why? Because I had no idea what I was doing. I was willing to pay the price and I was learning and improving every day. That's how you need to think. So don't get scared about the standard. Okay. First month in real estate, you're not going to set a listing appointment every day, but you should still have that goal to do that. You know why? Because you get what you expect. Oh, but it's not realistic. What's realistic? For you to waste your entire day, make phone calls, talk to people, and not get any results? That's your reality? Okay. You'll get better and better and better. My fourth year in real estate, every 20 people I spoke with, I set an appointment, not just a listing appointment, a pre-qualified listing appointment. And by that time, 4 years later, I had a 92% closing ratio on my listing appointments. And, second year I was better than the first, and third year I was better than the second. Fourth year I was better. My fifth year I was better. Always improving and getting better. So as much as, I have trouble with when people talk about realistic expectations. Okay, what's realistic for you to expect that, you're going to set one appointment a day? So which day of the week will that be? Because if you could figure out, like, okay, I'm gonna work Monday through Friday, and I'm only gonna set an appointment on Wednesday. Great, then take Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday off. You need to have high standards and high expectations, because the opposite of that makes no sense. Okay? Because again, if you've heard of, I mentioned Napoleon Hill's quote a little while ago. He's the author of Think and Grow Rich. When you read that book, and if you haven't read it, you should read it. And if you've read it, you should read it again. I have it over there sitting on my table. I'm reading it again right now because it's an amazing mindset book. When you read that book, you'll understand there's no other way to be. You gotta think a certain way. And that certain way is expecting what it is you desire, not the opposite. You don't say, I want this, but I expect something the opposite of that. That doesn't make sense. And I'm sure you're watching this, and what I'm saying to you is, whether wherever you've been and however you've been doesn't matter, but this makes sense, right? So approach your real estate career as a business owner who has a standard of setting a listing appointment every day. I actually want to end this video by saying this to you. I got into real estate in 1996 with zero sales experience, with really no experience, without a college degree. English is my second language. Like I was the ultimate like checklist of no way this person's ever gonna succeed, okay? And I decided, well, I started because I attended a training class. It's like, okay, well, I had two small kids too, two little kids at home, a 6-month-old and an 8-year-old. So, and I'm stay-at-home mom, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house. Okay, what am I gonna do? How could I possibly make some money in real estate? You gotta talk to people. Okay, great, I can do that. And I remember the instructor saying, if you talk to enough people every day, you're going to find somebody who wants to sell, because there are people listing their houses with agents every day in this market. So you just got to talk to enough people. I'm like, okay, how many people is enough people? I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just going to talk to as many people as I can. And I started dialing. I did it all over the phone on nights and weekends, because I was during the day cleaning, cooking, and taking care of the kids. Okay, so nights and weekends all day, Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m., many weekends like that, and 5:30 to like 8:30, 9 p.m., Monday through Friday. And I had one goal. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had one goal in mind, only one: find someone who wanted to sell. Because when I find somebody who wants to sell, I can then set a listing appointment, which was my goal. I didn't have a goal to make calls for 3 hours, to get leads. A lot of people, their goal is to get leads. What? I'm going to make calls to get leads? That makes zero sense. Or my goal is to talk to 30 people, make 30 contacts. Really? Just talk to people? No. My goal is to find someone who wants to sell so I could set a listing appointment. Just the focus, putting your focus on the right thing changes your attitude. It makes you excited. You're excited when you talk to people rather than I'm just getting leads, and how long is it going to take? How many leads do I need to get? And how much I have to follow up with these leads, and when will they be ready to sell? Like, what a waste of time. So you know what to do. If you have any questions, put them on the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to it. We're uploading videos every single week, and I will see you soon.